Hey, this is Aiden with Workman Firearms. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble your bulk carrier group for your AR-15. It's a pretty easy process, so don't worry. Let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure that we clear a firearm. Remove that source of ammunition, then lock the bolt to the rear. Physically and visually inspect that chamber, inspect that magazine well. One last time, physically and visually inspect that chamber. All right, we're all clear. Send your bolt forward. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the rear receiver pin. Now you can either use your thumb to press it out, but if you have some tough receiver pins, what you can do, take a couple of drops of CLP or lubricant, apply it to that receiver pin, take a punch rod or the corner of a magazine, and press that receiver pin out. Pull it out from the other side. Now from here, grab your charging handle, pull it to the rear, your bulk carrier group will come out, and you can just remove that charging handle. Now before we disassemble the bulk carrier group, this is pretty important. You're gonna wanna get some Tupperware, a little plastic container, or a really cool hat just to put your parts of the bulk carrier group in. This is pretty important just so you don't lose any pieces. To disassemble, you can either use the tip of a CLP bottle, your fingers, or even tweezers. But you're gonna pull up on your firing pin retaining pin. Pull that guy out, put it to the side. And now from here, what I like to do is I like to hit the face of the bolt. It'll push my firing pin out, pull that right out. From here, I'm gonna rotate my bolt cam pin. Just like so. Once I've rotated it, I'm gonna pull up on it and it'll come right out. And then you can remove your bolt. And now your bulk carrier group is completely disassembled. Now from here, you can either go into a deep cleaning and lubrication, and now we can reassemble it. To reassemble it, we're just gonna go in the reverse order, pick up that bolt and the bulk carrier group, slide it in. Now what you wanna do is you wanna rotate it so that the extractor is facing the 9 o'clock position. And now that hole that's inside of the bolt is aligned with the bulk carrier group. Take your bolt cam pin and slide it right in. Just like so. And now we're gonna rotate it back to the previous position. And you want the long ends of the bolt cam pin to be aligned with the bolt itself. Remember, when we're putting in that firing pin, the firing pin is gonna be going through the bolt, through that bolt cam pin, and out protruding through the face of the bolt. Slide that firing pin in. And just double check to make sure that the firing pin is protruded through the face of the bolt. Pick up your firing pin retaining pin, slide it back into that bulk carrier group. Make sure it's seated. If you're having trouble putting the firing pin or retaining pin back in, just give it a little couple rotations and it'll eventually go through. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've actually properly seated the bolt. Hit the face of the bolt and then flick it with the wrist. Make sure that it stays in there. All right, we're all good. Now what you want to do is just make sure that the bolt is completely out of the bulk carrier group, just like so. Grab your charging handle, place it in your upper receiver, grab your bulk carrier group, make sure the face of the bolt is pointed towards the direction of the muzzle. Just slide it into your upper. Click right in. Secure that receiving pin. Now what we want to do is perform a function check. So you're gonna charge it one time. From here, you're gonna put the weapon on safe, and you're gonna attempt to pull the trigger. Nothing should happen. Now from here, we're gonna place the weapon on fire. We're gonna pull the trigger, hold it to the rear, and then you're gonna charge that rifle twice. Slowly release, listening for the reset. Place that weapon on safe. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and pretty quick. And that is how you disassemble your bulk carrier group. Thank you.